but we're here. Say hi.
It's like a dream come true.
Everybody's dream come true. I was just told that the person thought I was Spanish, so I don't know where that came from, but he wasn't. He was not talking to me. He was signaling with signs. But here we go. Okay, we just rode Space Mountain. The end of our trip. What'd you girls think? Amber, Suzy?
I don't know what to think about that.
We decided that this was a case study because Space Mountain is the most common or popular ride at Disney, and space is science, science is 3M.
Data scientist was social network analysis, and the idea of really mapping out who within your community of influence, or not even community, but just groups of people, who do you want to influence, who's central to any given conversation topic, and what are the bridges to those people who are driving and influencing. Obviously, we've talked a lot about this type of activity and analysis at 3M, but we've yet to really dig into it. The conversation landscape around any given topic can shift, week to week, month to month. So that's why it's really important to keep our finger on the pulse. This is a big gap for us. We've known it. I know that we're doing some work around influencer identification, which is a really great start.
70% of social sharing is in the dark. 50% of social traffic is from dark sources, and 50% of digital sales are estimated to come from dark sources. So what does this mean to us? It means that we're missing out on the attribution of social to real business metrics from a social measurement company that advise specific things that we should be looking at from a web trends tagging or web traffic tagging perspective, as well as hash fragment tagging. And we realize that there is a lot of ground to cover in terms of being able to even see and attribute what social is driving for our business. So this is a really important thing for us to recognize and to build into our attribution model, which currently doesn't exist at 3M, but we're getting there. But it's something to keep in mind because social is being underrepresented in terms of how much it's driving for the business. Social media measures shouldn't be unique or done separate from the business metrics. The business goals and the brand goals should be set first, and the social goals should ladder up into those. It seems obvious, but it's something that we don't do at 3M because of the fact that we are so siloed. Really measure what counts, which again seems obvious, but really drives home the fact that we need to really understand social traffic generation, how much that's contributing to visits to our site and conversions on our site, and how that relates to the overall business objectives in terms of selling more stuff.
Okay, we are here in Florida.
This is a video.
Yeah, I'm making
Okay, that was a selfie.
We're here at the little luau, and we're just having fun. Christian's eating again. Suzy is doing her Hawaiian dance, and we're just loving life here in Florida, even though it's pretty cold. But
relatively speaking,
it's pretty nice.
It's pretty nice.
I have on a
This is
winter
downright
jacket.
tropical.
I'm standing barefooted on sand.
Let's see this. She is.
And it is January, so it's pretty
And
nice.
I have on a winter jacket.
And we're learning lots of things.
Thank you for sending us 3M.
Thank you, 3M.
And we are going to talk and give one main point that we've learned today. So we're going to start with Christian.
Today,
What'd you learn?
that engagement rates don't mean shit. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, that was a quote. But no, really, it's important to measure, constantly get deeper and deeper in your measurement to determine the effectiveness of everything that you're doing.
Next up, we have Suzy.
Okay.
That should have been yours, Suzy.
Should have been, yeah. I have one takeaway, which was good. It was talking about the cadence to socialize social listening insights. And the gentleman from Symantec talked about the fact that he has 3 reports he does on a regular cadence. One is daily trending topics. He's got it set that these topics reach a certain level, then they'll do a particular deep dive, but he releases a report every morning saying what's trending, which is proved very valuable to the business units. It also has a monthly marketing campaign report. I like that cadence.
Me too.
And then a weekly support report, which is something that we're definitely going to do as well, since we've now got our integration set up with Brandwatch and Spreadfast. So from the session was being very thoughtful about how you design your social listening program, which got me thinking that it's probably time to do another deck.
Amber, what was your big takeaway? Okay, we gotta like get together. We're looking a little weird now.
I would say the session with Garmin was really interesting. I had learned, they had given advice on how we should act as if we're an agency. So speaking, not taking no for an answer, being able to be creative and push through and work around any objectives or objections to what you're working on, and just staying tenacious and moving forward with what you know is right in social when there can be a lot of things working against you. I also learned a lot from the session about how to work with legal and some information about social media task forces that I think could be beneficial going forward.
And I went to an influencer marketing thing, and I think one of the big takeaways for me was she talked about how they thought they found this perfect influencer and they spent all this money. And well, it's hard to balance and talk at the same time, and I don't want to be alone.
You're not just a reporter.
Anyways,
Angela.
she talked about how they spent all this money and then the campaign was like a crisis and they hated it. And she said there's times where you have content that you've spent money on and you think it's great and you think it's the like gold content that's going to bring you in. But she goes, you got to leave your ego at the door when it's not performing, and you got to take it down, or not take it down, leave it up, but distract. She said, like, put a new squirrel out for people to watch. And I think that's something that we can learn from is, you know, even though we have some content that we think is really great, it might not be that great. And so we have to be afraid to swallow our mistakes. So,
And be nimble.
be nimble. And then I made a connection with the Dunkin' Donuts girl because I'm already thinking about National Donuts Day. So she was really sweet, and she said she'd love to collaborate. But that's all. Goodbye from Florida.
All right, here we go.
Say your name and who you are and what you do and how you know us.
Hi, I'm Rob Wolf, Director of Social Media for Microsoft. I work on the at Microsoft channels. And hi, Amy. I haven't seen you in a long time, but miss you. You're an old school socialmedia.org person. So I think we're going into the dark, so we'll talk later, okay?
Suzy reporting here from the airport. Just got back from 3 days of intense workshops and presentations at socialmedia.org's Brand Summit. I'm boarding soon, but right now I'm vlogging.